Hello there, welcome to Gotta Listen. So within this video, you'll get to know everything about audiobooks, like what audiobooks are, its benefits, and all those sort of things. So before I start, make sure that you smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. And if you're watching this video as the very first video on my channel, then do check out the introductory video. The link is in the description. So without wasting a single more moment, let's get started with the definition of audiobooks. Audiobooks, also known as talking books, are books that have been read aloud by someone and recorded. Audiobooks can be used by anyone. They serve as a main resource for the people who are blind or cannot see well. Audiobooks are considered as a valuable tool because of their format. Unlike traditional books or a video program, one can listen to an audiobook while doing other tasks. A recent survey released by the Audio Publisher Association found that the overwhelming majority of audiobook users listen in the car, and more than 2/3 of the audiobook buyers described audiobook as relaxing and a good way to multitask. Another stated reason for choosing audiobooks over other formats is that an audiobook performance makes some books more interesting. Common practices of audiobooks include replaying. Depending upon one's degree of attention and interest, it is often necessary to listen to the segments of an audiobook more than once to allow the material to be understood and retained satisfactorily. Replaying may be done immediately or after extended periods of time. Learning. People may listen to an audiobook, usually an unabridged one, while following along in the actual book. This helps them to learn the words they may not learn correctly if they were only to read the book. This can also be a very effective way to learn a new language. Multitasking. Many audiobooks listeners choose this format because it allows multitasking during otherwise mundane or routine tasks such as exercising, crafting, or cooking. Entertainment. Audiobooks have become a popular form of travel entertainment for families and commuters. Daniel Bligham says that your brain does the same thing with a story, whether you listen to it or read it. Storytelling and listening, as they are as old as mankind. The professor explains that reading from an evolutionary perspective came later and uses processes in the brain that were already there by and from listening by learning, or learning by listening. Reading from your eyes only as the steps of decoding the written letters, and for literate people, that's something that's basically automatic and doesn't require much effort. Therefore, reading with your eyes or listening to an audiobook is basically the same thing for your brain. The question is, what do you do with that information? You can read an entire print novel and not retain a single thing. The same thing can be done and happen with an audiobook. But it's more than the content than the format that influences how much you remember. When we listen to audiobooks, we can imagine everything just the way we want to. The way it's most engaging to us, I suppose. Every special effect is perfect. The magic and the handsome hero look just right. And we are more immersed in the story than when we watch it. I find this very fascinating, and it might explain why so many of us become addicted to audiobooks. I, for one, definitely have much less of desire to watch TV than I used to pre-audiobooks. Unless it's something really exciting like good domains, I rather just continue to listening audible. People use books to read and to pass the time, while audiobooks are more convenient because it eliminates the need for you to read a brain bulky book. You can listen it anywhere. There is an instance that when you can't read a book but instead listen to audiobooks while you are driving or even walking anywhere. Our children can also listen them while they're taking a shower or when they're preparing for sleep with the lights off. Our friends can listen to their Bluetooth speaker while cooking or doing homework. You can also listen to audiobooks when you don't have energy and focus on reading a book. There are times when you can plug in your earphones and let the storyteller transfer us to a different world by listening to the audiobooks. It is relaxing and engaging, mind releasing, but also mind expanding. When you can't read, listen. Audiobooks can also be a great way to relax, to give your eyes a rest from the constant onslaught of digital screens. Yet others can use them to save time. For instance, you can keep up with the books and multitask. Listen to an audiobook while you're doing something else like cooking, gardening, commuting by train, or taking a long walk. Audiobooks tend to be regular audio files that can be played on any multimedia player, tablet or smartphone. Just make sure you have a good pair of headphones that are comfortable for you to wear it for extended period of time and you're good to go. An entire book read out to you in a clear language. It's a book and a boon for those who are usually impaired, but also incredibly helpful for the one else like you don't have enough time to read. This is really very helpful for the one who don't have time or they don't find time to read. And at last, let me tell you one more thing that is already told in the introductory video, that on Gotta Listen, you'll be getting audiobooks of various famous and interesting books that will be free of cost. You don't have to pay for listening to audiobooks as you do in other platforms. The introductory video has all the info about the Gotta Listen channel, the basic content of the upcoming videos and all those sort of things. So do check out it through the link given in description. I also had an announcement to make that from the next video, we'll be starting the series on a very famous and interesting and also mind-boggling book, that is Brief Answer to the Big Question by the great and extraordinary scientist Stephen Hawking. The content and different chapters of the book is really thrilling, and trust me, it's really gonna be interesting. The name of the book itself tells that what it is all about. So if you are as curious as me, and if you are thinking of starting listening to audiobooks, then this is gonna be a great opportunity for you. So stay tuned till the next video is uploaded. Till then, smash the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and like this video to show your love and support. Do share it with your friends and family. Enjoy yourself.